With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Randy Johnson is on the mound for the Cardinals. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's making his big league debut here on the mound. He's going to have a lot of adrenaline. He's going to have a lot of nerves. He's going to have to be able to contain all of that so he can go out and be effective. It's going to be tough to do, and that may be his biggest challenge all game long.
Alcantara.
And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. But this is foul for the first strike. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. Eric Harris, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Not only have they been playing well, but they've got their ace going here this afternoon, so the rich get richer.
Way outside, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Jay makes the play, one away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance out of Nolan Arenado. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Javier Baez will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with that, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. We can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
In there at the knees, strike one. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And even though it's still the first inning, you can already tell he's going to be a force out there on the mound. He's got that glare in his eyes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's the Cubs nothing, Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Number 41 is on the mound for game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, he went deep into his last start, threw into the 8th inning, but didn't get a decision. He'll look to do much of the same here in this one.
David Lee comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
St. Louis, the shortstop, David Lee.
Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. EK, one-year-old ball clubs. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
And if you go by the results of game 1 of this road trip, they could be in for some trouble. They were annihilated in the opener of this series, so they're going to need to wake up or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Well, things are looking up for these guys to start the ball game. They get a 1-2-3 top half. Then now, leadoff single here in the home half, off to a great start.
Stepping in, John Jay. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And the runner back. First pitch of the at-bat. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
1-1, here it is. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
And he's back standing. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner at first with no outs here. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Steve?
You got to be swinging at good pitches. Avoid wasting at bats by going out of the strike zone on this guy.
Michael Lee will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. First pitch on its way, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Runners on first with 1 down. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. It's on to inning number 2 now in St. Louis with no score. Nolan Arenado will dig in now, off to a .350 start here in the month of April.
Nolan Arenado.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Chopped foul right at home plate. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit here to open up the second.
Well, that's not a hanger either. He goes down and beats a good pitch on 2 strikes. I mean, you see, this pitch, it's falling out of the strike zone, but he goes down and manages to get good wood on it.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. Stepping in now, Miguel Montero, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. No home runs as of yet, and a pair of RBIs. The 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Into the box now, Roy Valentine, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these at-bats.
Runner at first here, one man out. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. A dive, but he's back. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Lee is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 5, Wellington Castillo.
Wellington Castillo will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
Yeah, he's letting these guys know early on. He's not going to be afraid to work inside. And that'll be something they'll need to think about.
Now a snap move over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Smoke toward third. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Number 3 will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
And I think it's just a little too early to get overly excited about this guy, but we all know he's very capable of keeping this up over the course of the season.
Sosa giving chase, one away. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, we have an opportunity to watch Nolan Arenado in this one. He's really come a long way since first breaking into the league. Remember, in 2015, he won the Gold Glove Award at third base. He also put together a stellar offensive year. Really one of the best all-around players in all of baseball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Mark McGuire comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Sosa on the move, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Nick Savage will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, this is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after the 2 quick outs. If nothing else, you buy your pitcher a little more time to catch his breath.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Yadier Molina will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
And he'll get back in standing.
Simple throw over there.
A runner on first with 2 away. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
You know, when the pitcher slide steps, he's going to get the ball to the catcher even quicker, and the guy still stole that base. That was great.
Here it comes on 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selective now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Breaking ball somehow misses the outside. 2-2.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Valentine. And that ends the inning. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Doug Bernier will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
And a high strike there, 0-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Into the box, number 41. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And there's ball 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Here's Arismendi Alcantara. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. Strike two on the curveball. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Peter Borges will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Arenado is up with it, but the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Standing in now, Randy Johnson, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And he falls behind. 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And that misses. 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
David Lee will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
It's great when he gets out there and get things going like he did. Really gets the rest of the team involved.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball one. And this is just off the outside corner, ball two.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
2 out, nobody on. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
John Jay will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll dive back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, they certainly paid a lot of attention to him over there at first, and it was wise to do so. But in the end, they had to come to the plate sooner or later, and he winds up taking second here on the stolen base.
Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Javier Baez will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And my gracious, look at that comparison. Both guys into triple digits. That is some serious, serious gas. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sammy Sosa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And that's in there for strike one. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
That misses 1-2.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Another tough pitch and a tough call there. He couldn't get him to bite again, so he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Nolan Arenado will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
He's just cutting his way right through the teeth of this order. They're not even putting up much of a fight.
Drives it to deep right field. Lee ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
In now, Miguel Montero. And, oh, pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and then 1 pitch later, he basically turns that double into a triple as that's going to be ruled a wild pitch.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Jay, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
And these guys hitting 3, 4, 5, they're the ones that are going to have to produce if these guys are going to have any chance of contending this year. He comes through here with a well-struck RBI double.
Stepping in now, Roy Valentine. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Here's the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Michael Lee, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Ball 2.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a liner. Foul. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Boy, that's just excellent concentration right there. You know, a lot of guys will try to put one eye on the bat and one eye on the ball, but he was determined to get that lead man, and a good throw gets it done.
Now a move over to first. Back in standing. Into the box now, Mark McGuire, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well, and we're in the middle of this ball game.
Comes set with the 0-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back easily.
Keeping him close.
Into the box, Nick Savage. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
2 out with the man at first. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. High in the air out to center field. Alcantara has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cards leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Wellington Castillo heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Number 5, Wellington Castillo.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, this is what you call a belt buster right here. I mean, you can see it's just bearing in tight, right around belt high. He just can't get the barrel of the bat through.
Standing in now, Doug Bernier. Swung on and hit in the air to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 41.
Number 41 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back alongside Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
2-0 count. Here it comes. And this one's over at the knees. 2-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Hit on the ground to short. Baez takes it in. And taken in out there for the first out.
Now batting.
There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Peter Borges will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
In a one-run game like this, just keeping this guy off base is a big development because he can do his damage in a lot of different ways.
In now, Randy Johnson. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And how about that? His first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come, seeing he's a pitcher, so an exciting moment for him for sure.
And good hitting pitchers are a luxury for a manager to have. Not that this one hit is going to prove that he'll be a good hitting pitcher, but some pitchers do take it really seriously. And no matter what the case is, it's pretty cool to pick up a big league knock. I know how tough it is.
David Lee will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Tap fouled at home plate. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
And that works almost like a pitch out there, just in case he's thinking about it.
Good changeup in the dirt, strike 3. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. Eris Quintara will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. Javier Baez comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
First offering on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. On his way to pitch number 75. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And he'll snap one over to first. Just keeping him close. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back.
Just checking.
Two 2-1, here it is. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, this is a matter of just overthrowing that curveball. This one's going to be about a 58-footer. And once it skips away, there's no shot to get him down at second base.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, and he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
You learn a lot in your first year in the big leagues. I mean, this is a guy that's never struggled in his whole life. Now he's in the big leagues, and it's a whole new ball game. You got to learn to adjust pretty darn quickly up here.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one gone.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Nolan Arenado steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. McGuire is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Stepping in now, Miguel Montero, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Ready on 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. John Jay will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
And even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Valentine will wait on it. 1 gone.
Well, there's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Michael Lee will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead and they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And you know what? You hate giving up walks, but with a 1-run lead and a guy like this up there, better to put him on first than to challenge him and give him a shot to tie the ball game.
Number 3 will step forward now following the walk, as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
After the walk, a quick check on first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Another look to first. And he'll dive back in. And yet another throw over. And the fans don't like this at all. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Now a throw over, and he's back easily. The 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
He just can't buy a strike right now. This ball's just not going where he wants it to.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
So striding in, number 25, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Roy Valentine will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Low with a fastball here. In the dirt even. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
And a 3-0 count here to start the 7th has got to be a red flag.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Upstairs.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Doug Bernier will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Hot shot to third. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Yeah, not a real good throw that time. We'll see it again. Almost a great save at first, but you see, he just sort of knocks it down right in front of him. Maybe he didn't open that glove as wide as he could have. That'll be a throwing error.
Into the box now, number 41, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Lee is in pursuit, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0. Nick Savage steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ripped on the ground to first. To his right, Montero, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits. Both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Now the pitch. To first. Montero scoops it up. And he'll take this to the bag himself. And there are 2 away now.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Peter Borges stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. A 1 pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Jason Mott will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Number 30, Jason Mott.
Matt Adams will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Matt Adams.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Cut fastball taken for strike one. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. Another throw over. And the fans don't like this at all.
Okay, no way he does it again, right?
Now the 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about it. One and one. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cards leave one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Michael Lambert will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Michael Lambert.
Leading off the inning, Arismendi Alcantara, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Alcantara.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one. That's inside. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Grounded to the right. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 9.
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Javier Baez stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. McGuire will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2. A good old-fashioned Midwest battle here in St. Louis with the visiting Cubs leading the Cardinals here in the 8th as you take a look at our line score to this point. Sammy Sosa steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here.
And they're probably going to walk him here again, because if you're going to get beat, it's going to have to be by anybody but him.
And that misses inside 1-0.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, David Lee, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. This is lifted out to left. Valentine is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The center fielder, number 19, Sean Shea.
Striding into the box, John Jay. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that misses, ball 1. One out, nobody on. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Wade Davis will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Davis.
Into the box, Michael Lee, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
Way outside. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 1-0. Nolan Arenado will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Here it comes. Out in front of it, strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Just an outstanding play out there by the outfielder, and the guy who appreciates it more than anybody is the pitcher, because if that drops in, you're looking at some trouble.
Standing in now, Miguel Montero, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. Luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
In now, Roy Valentine, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Borges is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0. Bill Clark is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 24, Bill Clark.
Number 3 will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. to short. Baez comes up with it. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Into the box now, Mark McGwire, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Nick Savage will step in, a ground out victim as last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 1-0. So long from St. Louis.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely.